Hey guys, and welcome to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. In this video today we are looking at a Nintendo 64 port of a point and click classic. Remember the game from LucasArts? Well, we are looking at none other than Day of the Tentacle. It's a absolute blinder, a classic that originally came out for MS-DOS, but then later was ported to lots of different modern devices. In fact, I remember picking this up on my PS Vita and never remember starting it though. I think it was one of those things I picked up on a sale and I thought I am going to play this. I never did. In fact, the first time I ever actually played this was this Nintendo 64 version that has been ported over, and it's absolutely fantastic to see it running on this device. In fact, what you're seeing here is me running this on the MiSTerFPGA core and upscaling it to 4K using the Pixel FX Morph4K upscaler. Absolute bliss, and it's a very charming game. As soon as I started playing it, I was like, bang, this is absolutely fantastic. What I didn't actually know was Day of the Tentacle is actually a follow-up to a game called Maniac Mansion. The story's interesting. You're like this dude in there with glasses with two friends. One's a rocker guy, the other's a female, and there's a couple of tentacles there. The purple one is like the evil one. He wants to take over the world, and I'm colorblind, but there's another colored one. It's either green or yellow or something like that. That's the good guy. Again, really good stories, and that's something that I really liked about the point and click games. Now, given I haven't played too many, but I'm definitely a big fan of the Broken Sword series. Those are the ones that I played, and obviously Monkey Island was great on the Amiga. I remember swapping the discs, going in between scenes and playing that darn game. But what's really cool about this, the developer here is Mark Happy Ferret Burmeister. Hopefully I got that right, and they are working on bringing not just one but quite a few games, quite a few point and click games over to the Nintendo 64. And this one over here you can actually complete. As far as saving goes, saving isn't quite there yet and you may have issues with it. I also want to say these aren't actually publicly available yet, but hopefully they will be at some point in the future. Do let me know what you kind of think of this. Is this something that you would like to play? Where would you play it? Would you like to play this on hardware? In fact, I'm so lazy, I need to set up my Nintendo 64 and an EverDrive, and I will try it on actual hardware as well, but there's no reason why it shouldn't work on original hardware. It works on the MiSTerFPGA. So this is absolutely fantastic. So the engine that this is kind of working on and what's been ported over is ScumVM version 1.9.0 and compiled with the LibDragon toolchain, sorry guys, late here. Target hardware designed for original N64 hardware, as well as the analog 3D and the RS emulators. So hopefully you can play this on many different devices. I'm going to get a friend of mine because I have got permission to share this build in my internal circle. I don't have my analog 3D yet, but I will get a friend to test this on the analog 3D just to confirm if it works. But it's amazing seeing this stuff here. Love it when fans port things over to different consoles. I mean, this is the first time I've tried it. I've had plenty of opportunities to play this game, but guess what? First time I played it is on the Nintendo 64, and what you're seeing here. And this stuff here is definitely charming. I look forward to trying some of the other ones. There's some good releases in there. I'll leave a link to the developers YouTube channel in the description of the video. Maybe you can find out what other ports are there. If you don't check them out, then stay tuned on the channel. I'm going to go through them one by one. In fact, I was going to do I was going to bang all the ports I got off Mark into one video, but I spent such a long time just going through one and then a second one. I was like, let me just split it up into a few things. It makes my workload a little bit easier, plus it keeps you kind of in suspense, right, as to what other ones are out there. And let's obviously check out Mark's channel, and they're probably all on there. So they're currently in beta. While considered computable, it requires further performance tuning. Memory management: the game data has been compressed into an N64 ROM image, leaving approximately 9 megabytes of headroom in the system memory for additional features and optimizations. Audio features: uses a custom Opus decoder for higher quality audio compression, the same technology being applied to some of the other ports as well. I nearly said the name there because I had it in my notes. Current issue: the MIDI sound font is currently missing specific instruments, notably the bird chirping at the start of the game does not play because the specific MIDI instrument is absent from the sound font. Save system. The save game feature is not fully functional yet. That we spoke about that earlier. Recommendations: it is advised to play without a controller pack inserted to avoid saving to prevent crashes or data corruption. And like I said, because this is fully completable, but there are still likely some bugs in there that need to be squashed. Quality of life. Mark intends to add N64 exclusive assets to the user interface to add improvements, asset management. Future updates aim to use LibDragon's asset compression to further stabilize performance. Now, what's really cool over here is as soon as I started playing it, I was like, how are the controls going to work for something that is originally meant to be played with a mouse or a mouse and keyboard? There is an on-screen keyboard that you can use if you, well, I only found it for naming the save file where you can't currently save. But what was really cool was when I used the analog stick on the Nintendo 64, it moved the cursor around quickly. However, when I moved the D-pad, it would let me fine-tune the movement. I thought that was a really good touch, and it was really good how that was implemented over. One of the shoulder buttons, either L or R, actually brought up like the on-screen keyboard if I wanted to type something, and the B button and the Z button were kind of used to like navigate around. Like B will always move you to wherever you are and you look at something, but when you select something like say push, pull, talk, grab, or whatever, one of the other options, you would press the Z button to activate that. Overall, guys, this was a lot of fun to check out. I definitely enjoyed it, and if you're into point and click games and you always wanted to play them on the Nintendo 64, it looks like your time is coming. Anyway, guys, that's kind of it for this video. I really do hope you like it. Do let me know if you're interested in this, what your thoughts are. Would you play this? Are you hyped about this, or are you like, yeah, I kind of preferred like arcade games where I shoot stuff and point and click is too slow for me? I would definitely say try Day of the Tentacle. It is a super fantastic game. It just has that charm going for it. It is critically acclaimed, and I've never heard anyone say a bad thing about it. Anyway, before I end this video, a massive thank you once again to Mark Happy Ferret, Bureau Master. Hope I haven't butchered it again. I apologize if I did. Anyway, guys, be freaking awesome to one another. If you're not subscribed to the channel, then guess what? A subscription and a like is always super duper appreciated. This is Pixel Cherry Ninja out.